What's good? It's another Player Faces, Tattoos, and Shoes. If you are noticing, because of course I am going in alphabetical order, we're moving down to the end of Player Faces, Tattoos, and Shoes. Phoenix Suns, Eric Bledsoe in the house. This is a pretty good render. Pretty good render. Bledsoe is like, he's an awesome athlete, right? Awesome athlete, very good, statistically puts pressure on the defense. But you know what I'm not so sure about? I'm not sure if he's not best suited as a six man. Now I know some people just so frown upon that role. Like, it's just like, what? That just means you're not good enough to be a starter. It's not that. It's about your niche. And the way he plays, because he's not a pure point guard, I just think that explosiveness and that attacking style might be better suited off the bench. But it's so crazy because the Phoenix Suns got two guys like that almost. Because Isaiah Thomas is not a pure point guard either. He's a little guy. This is a great render of him too. I already know he got that little baby boy body. I already know. Yep. Gave him, what is it? And he ain't even built like that. To be honest, he's really not. He's actually fairly muscular, because if you think about it, 5'9", 185 is pretty. That's pretty big. Just to give you an example of how muscular that is. Floyd Mayweather Jr. when he fights is, obviously he's always 5'8", right? But he's 5'8", 147 pounds, right? Isaiah Thomas is about the same height, with about almost 40 more pounds. So he ain't built like this. You feel me? He ain't built like that. So I don't know where they give him a sandwich or something to get him right. Goran Dragic or Dragic. I say Dragic. Y'all gonna tell me. Somebody's gonna say whatever it is. All I know is right now, this particular picture right here, he look like an angry version of Shake and Bake. I don't know. That's just kind of what he looked like. This is a pretty decent render. I think last year's might have been a little bit better. He got the little baby boy body too. It fits him a little bit more. Because just think about it. Look at this. How this doesn't make any sense, right? Goran Dragic is 6'3". Dragic is 6'3", 190, right? 5 pounds heavier than Isaiah Thomas. But they got the same body type. That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. All right, Markieff Morris. I am not going to lie to y'all right now. I still get them mixed up because, their games is a little bit different. One of them, puts the ball on the floor a little bit better than the other one. One plays more like a power forward. The other one plays a little bit more like a small forward. I believe Markieff is the one that plays like that plays more like the 3, I want to say. I'll tell you in the month. It's hard to tell. Okay, so he shoots a 3, the 75-75, pretty good mid-range shooter. But let's look at the rebound, and that might tell you. 70. See, I think this is the one that plays like the 3. Markieff. These renders are awesome. But can you just think, a lot of people think they understand like closeness between twins. But my mother was a twin. You really don't realize how close twins are until you know a twin, or unless you are a twin. You don't really realize it's deeper than just regular brother and sister thing. It's really deeper. So I think it's really awesome that them two dudes get to play on the same team. I do. I think it's pretty awesome. But I'm pretty sure this is the guy, the one. No, maybe I'm wrong, because this power forward center. I'm wrong, probably. That's probably what it is. But anyway, Gerald Green, G squared. Yeah, this render's decent. Could be a little bit better. They got the little black around the eyes a little too much. Like they got his eyes and like he a drunk Caucasian lady with leaking mascara or something. That's kind of almost how I look. I don't like it. He don't look like this. He looks like this, but not really. Around the eyes, it ain't quite right. Not quite right, but he's the best in-game dunker right now in the NBA. In my personal opinion. I don't think there's anybody. Terrence Ross is nasty in games. But as far as in-game dunkers right now, Gerald Green has got to be considered that man right now. He got to be. Brandon Wright is getting moved and flipped and moved all over the place right now in Phoenix. Oh, well, then Brandon. Okay, so all right, here we go. I'm sorry. First of all, I want to tell you I'm sorry. That's the first thing I want to say. But why do they have... Man. Y'all already know what I'm looking at. What's this little white spot behind his ear? I don't know. He got a little white piece of paper stuck on the back of his ear. I guess maybe that might happen to him some here and there. He go into a parade, confetti just stick on the back of his ear. I don't know. It's kind of like if John Lovitz and Jay-Z had a baby. Jay Lovitz. This is Jay Lovitz. I don't know. I'm just sorry. That's all I can say. Yeah, that's all I know. Now he's 6'10", 210, and he got a body type like he is muscular. Hey, I'm gonna tell you, it's clear one of the things that 2K needs to get together from a visual standpoint is aligning, getting these body types right. I think they at the top of the game when it comes to faces, but they got to get these body types a little bit better. PJ Tucker, he got the freckles, everything jumping off here. This is a pretty good render. His nostrils might be a little too big. Yeah, man, especially this one here. Man, oh boy, that one too though. Look at that. Is there even a middle to his or is it just one big hole under his nose? I don't know. I don't think his nostrils are that big. I don't think your nostrils can be that. But look at the back of my back. Wait a minute, we got to go back up. Because the back of his head, he got Tracy on the back of his neck. That might be his mama or something. You know, I'm going to tell you this from a bald head man standpoint, right? So when you decide you're going to be bald, right? Why do some cats just take it low like this and don't like shave it to the skin? I mean, we can already see the shape of your head. So if you ain't digging the shape of your head, we already know. So, but why don't you just get the rest of it off, brother? Just get the rest. Just take it all off, man. You ain't got to keep that there. Alex Lynn, I told everybody when my man was drafted that I just wasn't a believer. I did. His eyes ain't that thin. Look at this. Was he asleep when they did this? Or did they have him look directly into the sun while we take this picture, Alex? Look directly into the sun while we take this picture, Alex. I mean, his eyes are not that thin. They really aren't. He got the Michael Rappaport nose, though. But yeah, I mean, he's 7'1", 255. I just don't see it. I'm just gonna be honest. I never did see it. I just don't see it. I think obviously it was a poor pick. So this is, okay, so no, I was wrong. Markieff Morris is the one that plays more like a 3. Markieff is the one. I used to have that kind of down, but now for some reason I'm all twisted with it. Man, but now, it's funny, right? They twins, right? And obviously they scan them both individually, which is cool. But it's funny, his scan, it's like he looks a lot like him, of course, but it ain't exactly like you know, like you might think. You know, they could have been real cheap. Now you should give 2K a little bit of love for that, because they could have been real cheap and scanned the Morris twins once, and it was just like, look here, this is him. Y'all know what it is, and just change the stats or something. But they didn't do that. They rolled them out individually for real, and that's good stuff. They did it. Miles Plumlee, one of the highest vertical leaps of any big man in the NBA. And yeah, look, I mean, you know, this is a good render. This is a good render. He a little sleepy time too. But you know what's funny? He actually, you might not think about it. You might not think he does, right? But he actually does look like his brother. He looks like Mason. Just think about this, a different hair color, but shave the hair off. I wish I could change the hairstyle. You would see what I'm talking about. You can see it. He looks like his brother. This team is a sibling-based team. They got twins on the team. Miles Plumlee's on the team, and his brother plays in the league. Then there's somebody else on this team, bro. Goran Dragic, brother Zoran Dragic. I think, is he in the league? I think he might be in the league. If he ain't, I know he was heavily sought after during the regular season. They just got a brother squad. Just brothers everywhere. Brothers everywhere. TJ Warren, the rookie. People, I'm trying to tell you, man, look, people were hyped about him, talking about, oh, well, you know, he can do this, he can do that, this, that, and the third. And it's too early. It's still early. It's still early, right? He's only played in 12 games. He only played in 12 games. It really takes a special situation and a special player to succeed when you got his skill set, because he's not a great athlete at all, right? But he knows how to get his own shot, plays that intermediate style, not blazing fast and all that. He just knows how to play angles, right? But you need the ball a lot to and plays have to be run for you. You have to be running off screens and stuff. And in the NBA, man, especially if you're not a great athlete, it's just hard. He needs to be playing for a really bad team that doesn't have a lot of offense, and so he can at least get the reputation, get the respect, perhaps get his right eye even with his left, because this one is drooping like something heavy, like something slanted on his brow. I don't know, but TJ Warren, you know what? That's what you need, bro. I don't know. Hopefully you get what you get. Tyler Ennis, I still believe in Tyler Ennis. I still think as a point guard prospect, I still think he has a really good opportunity. He'll never be like a big time scorer. I thought he was like a little bit more athletic. He could be a little bit more athletic Andre Miller. That's what I thought. That's what I see. We'll see what happens with that. But this is a good render. Phoenix, they hooked Phoenix up. I knew this man was in the league. I'm like, they on the same team. It's a brother team. The brothers everywhere. The brothers are everywhere, man. The brothers are everywhere. Zoran Dragic on the team with your brother. They just got brothers on everywhere, man. This is a beautiful. This team should be the closest team, or maybe it could be real cliquish though. I was about to say it should be the closest team ever, but it could be real cliquish. Maybe the brothers stick together and the other people don't. So you got the Dragic, you got the Morrises, and you got everybody else. But no, man, they should be a really close team. 6'5", 199, Zoran Dragic. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? Archie Goodwin, who saw that dunk he threw down on Jonas Valanciunas? And who saw this horrible render that makes him look like a burnt rodent? This is not how this boy looks. And it's his hair that y'all done messed up. It's supposed to be a little afro, but all it looked like is his head got burnt and puffed. Like a overcooked piece of popcorn they put on this boy's head. And then call the people. Call the people, Archie. Archie, call the people. You don't see many young people named Archie though. He got a name like a 67-year-old man. He must be named after his grandfather or something. How many Archies do you see that's like younger than 58? Like most Archies is 58. But he ain't. But his hair is 58 something. Look at the white. What's the white stuff around the edges? I don't know. They messed you up, Archie, because you ain't out here like that. They messed you up. Shavlik Randolph. Somebody gonna have to explain. Oh, well, see there. See, this is it. This is it. This is it. I am so. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you on some Wait a minute, hold on. Now, okay, that's Shavlik Randolph right there, right? Is that Shavlik Randolph? That's Shavlik Randolph. Who in the blue devil is this? This look like a bad face scan. This looks like a Marvel villain named Hammerhead Shark. Worst render, I'm trying to tell you, I've been through almost every single team, and this is the worst render easily in the entire game. It looks like he has two noses. And look at how he's looking at me right now. Like he's upset. He knows that this is wrong. There's an injustice here. There's injustice among us. And then why is this? I don't know. What is it? I can't believe they settled on this. I cannot believe it. You would have been better off just making a created player and saying this who it is, instead of doing the more. Look at his eye when his eye blinked. Look at that. It looks like he's stuck in the Matrix. He took the yellow pill. He didn't take the green, although he took the yellow pill. What in the devil did they do to Shavlik? I am totally removed from this here. I mean, I don't know why they did that to that boy. He didn't do nothing to nobody. And he got a 65. Gee, Willikers. I got to go.